Hey there, and welcome to Get Career Curious, the podcast that gives you the inside scoop on careers, what it takes to get there, and what the job is actually like. Each episode, we sit down with professionals who've been there, done that, sharing how they got in, what the job's actually like, and what they wish they knew sooner. I'm your host, Marita McCahill. For this first episode, we're switching things up a bit so you can meet me and the Pod Squad and hear why I started this podcast in the first place. Let's rewind to high school. I knew what I wanted to be when I grew up, an FBI agent. I loved mystery books, spy movies, and the idea of serving my country. I even had the chance to attend the Naval Academy since they were recruiting me to play volleyball. And then I shared my plans with my mom, and she flipped out. She was convinced my life as an FBI agent would involve me sleeping with criminals for information and living in constant danger. She was so against it, she even had my cousin, who's a priest, talk me out of it. So, like a good daughter, I dropped it. Looking back, I realized how little I knew about what an FBI career actually looked like. There are so many different roles, many of them desk jobs, and they most certainly do not involve you sleeping with criminals for information. And you don't have to go to the military academy to become an agent. But I didn't know any of that then. So after my FBI dreams were crushed, I thought maybe I'd work in communications, like writing for a fashion magazine or being a news reporter. But I had zero connections in the industry, so I didn't even know where to start. Then one day, my neighbor, someone I really respected, asked me what I was going to study in college. And I told her a degree in journalism or communications. And she said, "Don't do that. You're way too smart for that." And I was shocked. I didn't realize people had opinions on which degrees were worthy or not, and I really respected her opinion. So just like that, I started college undecided. And I stayed there until I was forced to pick something. I eventually landed on Spanish literature because I like speaking Spanish, loved Mexican food, and I also loved traveling to Latin America. And that was seriously how I picked my major. No deep career strategy, just a decision to buy time. So by my senior year of college, I still had no idea what I wanted to do. I was playing volleyball at the University of Michigan, having a blast, and just trying to survive school. Career planning, what was that? Luckily, my college had a great career center, and they helped me land a job at Anderson Consulting, now Accenture, as a consultant. They liked hiring college athletes with good grades, so I got in. It was a huge win for me. Except, I didn't actually have any clue what a consultant did. I soon found out they were training me to become a computer programmer in COBOL. And if you don't know what COBOL programming is, just picture the most outdated, impossible to learn programming language ever. I was terrible at it, like truly awful. It was the first time in my life that I felt like I was actually failing at something academic. And besides that, I literally could not sit at my desk any longer looking at this super boring programming language. Thankfully, Accenture is a big company, and they eventually moved me into a role that actually fit my skills. Marketing the Latin American SAP division. I got to use my Spanish, travel all over Latin America, and I finally felt like I was in the right place. Fast forward to today. I have 4 kids who are all in that phase of figuring out their careers. And we have a lot of conversations about it. What they love, what they're good at, what kind of life they want, and how they want to make an impact on the world. These are exactly the conversations I wish I had when I was at their age. I certainly didn't put in the upfront work to figure out what I was passionate about, what skills those jobs required, and what kind of overall lifestyle I wanted. I jumped all around with career ideas for myself and haphazardly landed where I am. Choosing a career is a big decision. It's not life or death. You can always change your career. But there's a cost. Picking the wrong major or career path can be an expensive, time-consuming mistake. And honestly, most people don't spend near enough time upfront figuring out what actually makes them happy. That's where Get Career Curious comes in. I created this podcast to help young adults like you explore careers in a way I never got to hear directly from professionals, learn about different jobs, and get a real sense of what a career actually looks like before committing to it. This community isn't just about finding your dream job. It's also about ruling out jobs that aren't for you. Maybe you'll hear from someone in a career you thought was perfect and realize it's not what you expected. That's just as valuable. Every nope, that's not for me brings you one step closer to the right fit. Launching Get Career Curious is my career do-over. I love helping adults like you connect the dots between what fires you up and the career that makes it happen. If just one person listening today walks away feeling inspired to chase their dream job, then this whole journey has been worth it. Now, before we dive into future episodes, I want to introduce you to the Pod Squad, my 4 kids, Lyla, Nolan, Audrey, and Norah. They'll all be a part of this podcast, helping to interview professionals from different career paths. Each of them brings their own unique perspective, which I think will help make these conversations even more insightful. So first up, let's hear from Lyla.
Hi, everyone. My name is Lyla Hollis, and I am so excited to be helping interview sustainability and environmental science professionals for Get Career Curious. I'm 22 years old and working towards a Bachelor of Science in Sustainability through Purdue Global University, a fully remote college experience. A little about me. I am the oldest daughter of Marita McCahill, your amazing host and creator of Get Career Curious. Currently, I'm living in northern Michigan, working as a part-time contractor for a nonprofit fighting against a dangerous oil pipeline called Line 5. Career aside, I love being outdoors. I have lived everywhere from northern Arizona to Colorado to Wisconsin to Michigan and also abroad in Jaco, Costa Rica, where I learned about permaculture at a local surf camp where I was a volunteer for almost a year. I'm also a dog mom to a rambunctious black lab named Goose. We go on so many adventures together, including swimming in Lake Michigan and hiking all around northern Michigan. He'll always be my favorite hiking buddy. Thank you so much for being here and supporting this amazing podcast. I'm so excited to learn the different career paths involved in sustainability and environmental science, and I can't wait to get career curious with you.
Hi, everybody. It's nice to meet you. My name is Nolan Hollis. I'm excited to announce that I'm going to be one of the members here on the Get Career Curious podcast. I'm here just to introduce myself and let you know what my role here is going to be. I'm the son of the founder, Marita McCahill. I'm super grateful for her to give me the opportunity to participate and interview some of these individuals on this podcast. Currently, I'm a student at Miami University in Ohio, also known as Miami of Ohio, and I'm studying finance here in the Farmer School of Business. I'm also looking to pick up another business-related minor, such as accounting or economics in the coming years. So I'm super into anything and everything business-related. So I'm going to be interviewing a lot of the business professionals on this podcast, getting to know a little bit about how they got into their career, what they do on a day-to-day basis, and some of the highlights and lowlights of their job. So really excited to pump out some content for you guys. This is going to be a learning experience for me. I'm excited to kind of get insight into careers as well as give insight to you guys. So thank you. And I'm excited to see you in future videos.
Hi, my name is Audrey Hollis, one of your new hosts for the Get Career Curious podcast. I'm 18 years old and I play collegiate women's volleyball for the University of Hawaii. I attended the University of California, San Diego for my first semester of college before transferring to Hawaii as I was looking to take my athletic career to the next level and to further my student athlete college experience. I'm a political science major and am looking to use this podcast as a way to grow my knowledge about possible career choices in the field of law and global politics. As an undergrad student, I understand how irritating it can be to have peers know exactly what they want to do in their life and have already chosen a job path when you hardly know if you have picked the right major for yourself yet. Fortunately, this is a very common experience, and I could share many stories about questioning my own educational choices with you all. But thankfully, this podcast is here to help clear the air and hopefully give young listeners a peace of mind going into the next phase of their life. I'm super excited to start interviewing people from different backgrounds and lifestyles to learn more about our ever-changing job market and to share my own insights as we navigate learning our passions and how we can share them with the world. Stay tuned.
Hi, my name is Norah Hollis and I am 15 years old. I attend the Village High School in Colorado Springs. I play volleyball at Colorado Juniors and I hope to play in college someday. My favorite high school memory so far was when my volleyball team won the 3A state championship this fall. Not only did I love winning, but I loved my teammates and we had so much fun on and off the court. Since I'm only a freshman, I don't quite know what I want to do for a job yet, but I'm hoping this podcast can play a role in my decision. I'm excited to help out with Get Career Curious by being in charge of our social media. I'm excited to meet all sorts of interesting and accomplished people. Let's get career curious together.
So now you've met the Pod Squad. We are so excited to get this podcast launched so our listeners can discover meaningful careers that bring them joy and purpose. Want even more career insights? Subscribe to this podcast and join our community at getcareercurious.com for exclusive content and behind-the-scenes access to this podcast that you won't find anywhere else. Thank you again for joining me, Marita McCahill, in our first episode of Get Career Curious. I'll see you soon.